Cause I'm made by that work. When you walk a line. In the cafe, try me, I deserve. Nothing to be lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'ma see for decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work. To me, I be work. To me, I be work. See me do me dirt. Cause I'm made by that work. When you walk a line. In the cafe, try me, I deserve. Nothing to be lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'ma see for decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work. To me, I be work.
Could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
My mic was muted. Carly, I want you to get better. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I just want her to get better. I want the truth to come out. And I'm not going to throw no salt on her. I'm not going to do nothing like that because I don't know what happened to her. I just want her to get through her trauma, whatever the trauma is. And that's all I'm going to say about it. That's absolutely everything I'm going to say about it. So y'all, these streets are hot. Let me move on. So if y'all didn't know it, the Deltas are having their convention right now going on in Indianapolis. So you know the people out there in Indianapolis is making some money because you know whenever the fraternities and sororities go to any city, that city gets lots of business. You know, people spend money, especially when us as Black people, we go anywhere, we save up, we spend our money. So y'all, the Deltas named their the people that they decide to have as their honorary members. So they have named Warner Brothers Television Studios CEO Channing Dungey as an honorary member of the Deltas. She also in 2016 she was the president of the ABC Entertainment Group. So shout out to her, congratulations to her. They also named WNBA legend Tamika Catchings from the WNBA. She was a gold medalist. And I think, did she go to, let's see, I'm looking here to see where she played WNBA. I think she played, it doesn't say here, but she play for Tennessee? I forget where she plays. So a shout out to Tamika. Congratulations to her. Also, Ambassador Bonnie Jenkins, she was ambassador during the Obama administration. So shout out to her. Congratulations. Child Deborah Lee. Deborah Lee, she was the chairman and former chairman and CEO of BET Networks. Y'all still see her going to the BET Awards. Deborah, I seen you at the BET Awards, which was a few weeks ago. Deborah, I still need for you to do something with that hair, child, because it's looking tried and fried. So I need you to do something with that because you got too much money for that head to be looking like that. And then last but not least is our sister-in-law, Supreme Court Justice KBJ Ketanji Brown Jackson, is now an honorary member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. They got to name her before the AKAs did it, so I know the AKAs may be a little salty. My granddaughter's an AKA, so when she hears this, she's gonna get me, but that's all right. So shout out to them for getting our first Black female Supreme Court justice as a Delta. So shout out to them for that. So y'all, I'm going to go over to discuss the hot topics that are going on. So first we're going to start here. These two sisters are suing the funeral home. Let me put the audio on.
A local funeral home presiding over the burial of their father buried the wrong body. Ashley Rodriguez takes a look at the legal action the family is now taking.
New York native Clifford Zahner told his daughters he wanted to be buried in a Led Zeppelin t-shirt with no shoes on. His daughters had his body sent from Fletcher Funeral and Cremation Service in South Carolina to Star of David Memorial Chapel on Long Island. Just before burial, Stacy Holzman and Megan Zahner asked to see their dad one last time.
And then I saw my sister's face, which I've never seen her face like that in my entire life. It was just a look of trauma and shock.
The man inside the coffin was not their dad. They told the Long Island Funeral Home, but say their concerns were dismissed.
I said it while we were there. I said, I don't recognize him. This is the last memory of my father, is that I don't recognize him. It never crosses your mind that they gave us the wrong body.
It was, in fact, the wrong body. The funeral home in South Carolina realized their mistake after the stranger had been buried in their father's favorite T-shirt and in the family plot on Long Island.
Long Island families' grief turning to anger after they say a local funeral home presiding over the burial of their father buried.
Y'all, what kind of mess is that? Y'all, listen. That is just terrible. And for the funeral home not to want to do nothing about it, that is, let me look at what the articles. So they are sued. They spent $30,000 on 2 burials. And they're upset at the fact that the random man is buried in their father's favorite shirt. Like that is a little bit triggering for me. Seeing that I had to bury my daughter, and I helped my daughter when my daughter buried my ex-husband, my younger daughter. She did that, but y'all, that is crazy. That is crazy. Let me go over here to the comments. I see some comments popped up. Y'all, yeah, Demita Joe, ain't that some shit? That is some shiggity. Let me tell you. That is. And then for them to like kind of like ignore them, like they don't know what they talk. Child, listen, that could not be a black funeral home. They would have tore the place down. Listen, the body would have been out the listen. Y'all already know the body would have been out the casket. The whole place would have been the police would have been there. They would have been taking me, my whole family, the body, everybody. The body would have had handcuffs on it. Everybody would have been locked up in that place if that would have been my family. Lord, God bless them. So they're suing them for $60 million. They ain't gonna get $60 million, but they're gonna get a pretty penny. Ooh, Lord, God bless them. Oh, R.I.P. the deceased. Jesus. All right, let's see what we got here next. Tiger Woods, if you don't stop playing in the snow. Now, Tiger Woods' girlfriend is suing him. She was suing him because allegedly she said they had a verbal contract where if they broke up, she could stay in the house. I think it was for 5 years. Girl, come on now. She could stay in the house for 5 years after they broke up. She sued him because of some oral tenancy agreement. Girl, Tiger, listen, I'm just gonna say it. Tiger, leave the white women alone. I know you're not even part black, part white. Tiger, stop. She's suing for $30 million, but then she dropped the lawsuit. Then I think she picked it up again. I'm sick of him and the white woman. Nothing against y'all white people. Some of y'all are good and whatnot. Nothing against, yeah, I got some stuff against y'all, but you know what? Stop. Could y'all stop? Just stop. I can't. You know what? This is going to get me canceled. Listen, I'm going to leave it like, y'all see the disclaimer going across the screen. I can't. I just can't. I can't. Yeah, Damita Joe, listen, him, yeah, that's what he gets. Him, who's the other one? Jonathan May, like, y'all stop. What the hell? I'm so tired of it. Let's go to my next story. This right here, listen, people, if they don't stop, now this right here, the two little 11-year-old girls, or 11-year-old girl and 12-year-old girl get in a fight. The 12-year-old girl's mother gives her acid to throw on the other little girl. Like, is it that serious to give the child the acid to throw on her? Now, this little girl here, her name is De'Ara. Now, De'Ara's mother wants more charges filed, and I don't blame her. The little girl, De'Ara, got third-degree burns on her back, arms, and legs. And this was in Detroit. You know, in Detroit, shout out to the folks in Detroit, but you know them people in Detroit, they is rough. Judge Mathis will tell you about the people out there in Detroit. But they, the mother needs to be, listen, they need to charge the mother, the grandmother, the whole family, everybody going back, get the whole everybody. Like, who freaking raised you? Let's go all the way back to whoever, about who raising these people to go and doing that kind of stuff. What do you say? I meant fall for that, talking about Tiger Woods story. What you say, Ellen? Listen, Ellen, listen. Y'all should see me sometime when I go live on TikTok, going people's lives. And I tell them, come and check me where I be at. I know this guy, this Jamaican guy that threw acid on his girlfriend and ended up doing jail time over it. Like, and I know this lady, I don't know where she is now. She could be locked up. She threw alcohol on somebody and then set fire to them. Like, it's not worth, listen, if you get, and let me tell you, I got a temper. And you get mad at me, I have to think about my house, my job, my grandkids, and all that. And I may talk junk, but you know what? I have to think about all that within 10 seconds and walk away. It's not worth it. But like that stuff like that, you're doing that. That child is 12 years old. Like their whole life could be messed up. And you know, every state the laws are different. So that could mess her whole life up. So shout out to Danira. Hopefully some stars will come through and see this because this story has been floating around for like a week or so. Hopefully some stars will see this and will come out and maybe pay for her education and do things like that to help her out. Like that right there, people is freaking nuts. They are really nuts. And they said that the child was given $100,000 bond and she got to wear a monitor if she makes bond. And Kim Worthy up in, I guess she's in Detroit. I thought Kim Worthy was somewhere else, but they're saying that that is a hard. She said it's an instant horrible decision making lifelong effects on others. It is like on an 11-year-old. People are nuts, absolutely nuts. Let's see what's the next story. Listen, this right here, McDonald's. What happened in this case was, and this is down in Florida. This is your neck of the woods, Ellen. These people ordered McDonald's. One of the chicken nuggets was too hot. Now, you know, this never happens when they get your food and your food is too hot. The little girl got the chicken nugget. I guess she was in the car getting ready to eat the chicken nugget. The chicken nugget fell in between her legs. And when she was a toddler, I guess, went underneath her leg and burnt her legs. So the jury found McDonald's was negligent, and the family was awarded $800,000. You know, this wasn't like I know there was a lady. Yep, yeah, you feel bad for the child. This wasn't like the lady who had got the coffee and had the coffee in the drive-thru and she spilled the coffee on herself. Like this was totally different. Usually you get the food, the food is not that hot to burn somebody's legs up. But they're saying, you know, that they should have given a warning. But it's usually not that. And I had read somewhere, it wasn't in this art because I just grabbed this article for people, but they said the thing, it was like 200 degrees, the nugget. Now that's a lot of degrees for it to be that, to burn up the child's leg. So that means when the child got to the hospital, it was probably blistered and all that kind of stuff. So congratulations to them. Hopefully they put that money away once they get it, and they put it to good use for that child. She'll be set, you know, for her adult life. So let's see what the next story. This freaking idiot, and I only put this up there because Antonio Brown, you know, he's suffering from that CTE, I think, because he done lost his mind. Now, y'all may remember, it's been going around, this lady, Lena the Plug, who's married to Adam 22. Now, she was in a porno flick they had this other black guy that banged her out in the porno flick last week. And then that guy went on and was talking about how he had to loosen her up and all this kind of stuff. It's not Freaky Friday, but it's Temptation Thursday. So you're talking about hopefully they will invest it. But child, we got to watch these investments these days. So now when Antonio seen all that, I guess Antonio was feeling some type of way. He wants to get in on it. So he commented, oh, wait a minute, let me go back. He commented saying he wants to be down. She said she was a married, let me see if there's so. He wants next after this. Let's see, let me see if this is the guy that, and I'm not going to play it because I think this might have music on it. Jason Love was the one that did it to the wife, Lena the Plug. So then that's when Antonio was like, he wants next. He said, let me get next. So if y'all know, Antonio is out of his mind. So now the husband, but you know what they say, once you go black, like they say in the movie White Chicks, once you go black, you need a wheelchair. But you know how it is sometimes with these women that once they get the black peen, that's it, they all in. So I'll keep y'all, I'll let y'all know what happens. So we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens with that. But the freak flag be flying high. All right, what we got next? So this is still back down there where you at, Ellen, in Florida. So they decided the Florida, the State Board of Education unanimously last night decided that they are going to teach their students that slavery benefited Black people and that it taught them basically like social skills, and that those skills could be used for their personal benefit. Ellen, that's your state. I'm going to stay up north, like they say in the South, up north. I'm going to stay up north, and y'all have all that rigmarole and BS down there in the South, because I ain't never heard of such BS in my life. DeSantis got the state of Florida effed up right now. And that made me think of, I should have found it, that the tourism, he was talking all that stuff about tourism and how that the boycotts and whatnot are not going to do nothing to tourism. And I saw something a couple of days ago how Florida is suffering with tourism. So now you're just going to keep your students stupid when it comes to Black history, more and more stuff. And it says here in the article that DeSantis is back several regulations, like the state regulations saying that they want to change how delicate topics like race and gender identity are addressed in the classrooms. And he claims the laws remove woke indoctrination that give parents more control over their children. This is such BS. It is such BS. People need to learn about other cultures. How are these kids gonna? How are they gonna deal with what's going on in the world if they're not exposed to other cultures? Everyone needs to learn about everyone else's culture. It's absolutely ridiculous. But you know what, Demeter, the only thing is Black people need to, that's almost what they want. They want Black people to leave the state. And you know that a lot of the immigrants have left the state, so they're having problems finding people with picking vegetables and things like that. So, child, this is a mess. It's a mess down there. That's a whole lot. And you know what? I wanted to take a quick trip because here in Connecticut, you can go to Fort Lauderdale, and somewhere else we have direct flights here in Connecticut that you can fly down right to Florida. It's cheap. I mean, you can fly to Florida for like less than $200 round trip, but I'm like, I can't do that. I'm not going down there. Ooh, child. Let me go to my next story. Oh, listen, this right here.
Suspect
Listen
was
to this
told
right
they
here.
are not eligible for a Crime Stoppers reward. He was wanted for kidnapping and raping a 7-year-old girl. Their 911 call led to his arrest. Fox 4's Lori Brown has been working to get answers, and she's live in Dallas. Lori.
Of course, having people spot a wanted fugitive and then call 911 to report him seems like one of the very reasons the Crime Stoppers reward program exists. But it turns out if you call 911 instead of the tip line, you don't qualify for that reward.
We both looked at each other and we both said, isn't that guy?
The Jordans were coming home from lunch July 7th when they noticed a face they recognized from the news and a Crime Stoppers billboard. 41-year-old Leonard Neal.
He had on the same outfit as one of the pictures that was circulating on social media.
With 6 children of their own, the Jordans had taken a good look at the man accused of
A Dallas couple who called 911
Ooh.
to report a kidnapping suspect.
So y'all, basically, they call 911 when they see this killer that has slit the throat of this little girl. But because they didn't call the Crime Stoppers line, they don't get the money. They don't get the $10,000 reward. So people are saying, where's the GoFundMe? People want to donate money to give to them. And then you also got the people calling them, Ellen, I ain't coming down there. And I know Texas is a hot mess all the time. So now, you got the people saying that they snitched on purpose and, that they calling them snitch and everything else. Y'all, listen. But that a lot of places, and this is not the first time I've heard that they say you have to call Crime Stoppers in order to get the money. So this is not anything new that I hadn't heard of. But hopefully, that somebody does a GoFundMe and that these people get the money. Because that's absolutely crazy. And they're the ones that led to the arrest of this person. Y'all, Texas. This right here, Nene and her kids. Y'all missed it. I did an article other day. I did I'm saying article. I did a video about Nene and her son. So Nene's son, Bryson, he got arrested and he used her other son's Brent's name when he got arrested. Wait a minute. I know, listen, because those people done put their whole face out. So, the guy's family, they could say something, but then again, his family could have wanted to be rid of him, so they may not care. Bryson does kind of look like Nene. Think of Nene without the makeup on a little bit. He does look like her. But Bryson goes and uses Brent's name. Now, Brent was the son that had a stroke. He has congestive heart failure and was in the hospital. So he was released later that day, but then he's going back to court. I had seen another report where he has a child support case. He has some other stuff going on. Like, he is just a loser. He is just a loser. Let me see what else they have here. And like Brent, Brent, you're a freaking loser. And poor, not Brent, Bryson. I keep getting them mixed up with the similar name. And poor Bryson, how you gonna do your brother like that? How you gonna do your brother like that? But know what though? He needs to be locked up, left in jail, and to fend for himself for doing something shady like that to his own younger brother. That's just nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Hey, I got the two Demita Joes in here. I got the Demita Joe and the Miss Demita Joe in there. Hey, girl, I will be in your live later on today. That's Miss Demita Joe. She has a live that she does with her sister. They do theirs on Thursday night at 7:30. So, let me get their link and put their link in the chat. So follow her page. Let me get it. And let me see here. I'm gonna put her. My computer's acting up. I'm gonna put her link down there. Y'all bear with me because I'm old and I'm slow at doing this. But yeah, they do. She does reality TV, and she also has a fitness channel. But like I said, her and her sister do a lot. Demita Joe, is your link up there? Miss Demita Joe, did y'all already put your link up for tonight? I don't see it. I don't see your link up tonight. But know what though? Let me just get the link for your channel. But they will be doing theirs tonight. And so come over to their channel at 8:30. They're every Thursday night at 8:30. Miss Demita Joe and her sister. Girl, if you don't get on this case and do that, her and her sister, I can't remember your sister's name. I always think of her as Sister Unicorn. But her and her sister do a live, and they talk about a lot of topics, and they have me cracking up because they done put me onto some stuff. So come over there tonight at 7:30 and get with them. And they have a lot of different content creators in their live. So come on over to their channel tonight. You'll see me up in there. I might have to dip out a little bit because I also do another live at 8:30. But sometimes I'm doing both lives at the same time. Oh, it's Faith. Okay. All right. So let me go to, let's see my next thing. So Nene, them son, that son. I don't say them sons. That son is a hot mess. Oh, you are welcome. All right. Let's see. This right here. This rapper finessed 2 times. He rents. Listen, this is what I don't get. All these rappers, you make all that money and y'all ain't got no credit cards. Y'all ain't got no debit cards. So he rented a SUV, right? And he was in Houston. And why is it always that freaking Houston? In Houston, Texas. Always Texas and always in Houston. He rented an Infiniti SUV valued at $72,000 back in February. He was supposed to return the truck on March 10th. It was a month. He returned a month after it was due back, right? So he has a warrant for not returning the truck back. He said his Zelle was tied up, so he couldn't pay. Zelle? You didn't have a freaking credit card? Like, it's just, you got all that ice around your neck. You couldn't pawn one of those, get the money, and pay them? So then the police found the vehicle. Some woman was driving it. She said she got it from her boss, who she only knows as Finesse 2 times. Listen, the story sounds stupid. Black people, we got to do better. Look, I can't with the stupidity. I can't with the stupidity. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go. I can't. Let me catch up with these comments. I can't with the stupidity with these people. I see all these She do be like the problematic people. Oh God. Listen, Texas ain't the new Florida. Texas is Florida's brother, because nobody beats Florida. Listen, to me, I'll put that back up there. Yes. How you go? Listen, they have these fools up here with stacks of money sometimes, and then you'll see they didn't pay this. And listen, that brings me, it's probably not the next story, but I got a story up here about Soldier Boy owing his ex-girlfriend $500,000. That's up here somewhere. But I'll get to it. And this was a 67-year-old woman was beaten up and almost raped by this young guy. What is wrong with these people? And he fled on a bicycle. Like, these people are freaking crazy. They don't know why he did it. You know what? Shout out to this elderly lady, like Miss Rosalina. God, just cover her, please. Oh, these people are just disgusting. I keep forgetting to take these stories off. And this girl, right? Like, listen, I don't like the Kardashians. Period. Let me put this on.
Gabriel bodysuit. It was so tight on me that it literally kept me from bleeding out. I recommend it. I'm definitely gonna buy some more. I mean, I should wear it every day. It's like body armor for women. Call it fate or Jesus, but I'm gonna call it Kim. I'm gonna call it Kim for sure. Kim Kardashian saved my life. If I wasn't wearing it, like, I feel bad saying it because I feel self-conscious, but like where my stomach would have been, it would have hit different. You know what I'm saying? But where my stomach fat was pushed, made it hit the fattier part instead. That's why they actually haven't moved it, because it would be higher risk to take it out than it would be to just leave it. And it was so sad because that was the first day I got to wear it, because I bought it and it finally delivered to my house December 31st at 3 or 4 p.m. Bro, I'm telling you, I didn't even wash it. I was so excited to wear it. I didn't even wash it. And I know that's foul. I should have sized it up. So keep in mind, this motherfucker was tight. I got shot at 140. and that motherfucker got cut off. So, but they gave me a discount and they gave me a refund, which was super nice. The actual thing is the doctors had to cut it open, and then the detectives took it for evidence. So, but I can show you the picture.
I cut that off because I want them to strike me. So this is what happened, y'all. Her name is Angelina Wiley. She's 22. She's from Kansas City, Missouri. Like she was saying, she got that on New Year's Eve at like whatever time she said she got it. She put it on. This was New Year's Eve, y'all. She was waiting outside for the food truck. A man was standing outside a car that was stuck in traffic. It was some road rage going on. He started shooting. She got shot 4 times. Her bodysuit, because it was so tight, you know, and it just held her in as the compression garment that had kept her from bleeding out. Y'all, that thing had to be tight, because I can't have nothing that tight on me. Like I have Spanx. Let me tell you something. I got Spanx here. I got Spanx in all different sizes, because it depends on how I feel, how tight I want that thing to fit me. So I don't be playing when it comes to that stuff. So shout out to her. So now that's probably going to give some more people reason to go get some of Kim's Skims. I don't wear them Skims. My granddaughter got 1,000,001 of them. I don't like Kim's, but I don't wear them Skims. I'm thinking about getting some of that Yitty stuff. I keep seeing Lizzo with it on Instagram, but I don't know. Let me think what y'all think. Yeah, that's the same thing. Let me tell you, story time. I had on this, I had ordered this compression. It was supposed to be like a slip. It came down to my knees and it was tight because I wanted to wear a fitted dress to work. Child, listen, I went and I wore it from work. I got to work that day at 8 o'clock. By 8:20, I went in the bathroom and took that thing off, right? My bumps, rolls, bulges. Listen, you know how Sheree said Drew looked like a busted can of biscuits? I look like that. I ain't give a damn. I ain't care. And I dare someone to say something in my face. They ain't saying nothing at all. I did not care. One of my friends was like, who was good friends with me, you don't want to go home and get something else to put on? Nope. No, I did not. I didn't care how it looked. Luckily, I had on, because whenever I wear Spanx, like some people will wear Spanx and they don't wear underwear underneath. I wear underwear underneath, and with the Spanx, because the Spanx come up, they'll come up underneath, right underneath your breast. So I always have some granny panties on, like the nylon ones that fit almost up where the Spanx fit. So that's what I had on with the Spanx. So I was fine with it that whole day. I did not care. I kind of stretched. It was a fitted dress, so I kind of pulled it out some to give myself some room so it wasn't that fitted. And I was just fine. I was fine with that. So shout out to that girl. She was able to get through that. Whew, child. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, this was in Northwest University. They were hazing the athletes of color, doing sexual things to the young boys, all kinds of stuff. So Ben Crump is involved. So when Ben Crump gets involved, that means there's some money that's going to be had. So shout out to them. They did a thing last night on Roland Martin Unfiltered. And these football players, they did I saw last night the press conference. So like I said, Ben Crump don't take no cases where, like this, where he's not going to win. So hopefully that this hazing will stop, and that, hopefully it'll stop, that they will get some money out of this and they will be okay. Hopefully they'll get some counseling and everything else. So let me see. Yep, Demeter Joe. I say the same thing, and I try to tell my granddaughter, but you know how these young people are. These, what are they now? Gen Z, Gen A. I don't know what they are, but she's up on some things, but she don't listen to a lot of the stuff I say. So what can I do? Now this right here, this was the manager at Burger King. She was selling the French fries from the trash can. That's why you gotta watch these people. Now she was down in South Carolina. She got arrested because what happened was they told on her, and she was violating like the food laws down in there, and she's charged with food tampering. So shout out to the people who told on her, and hopefully she'll go to jail. She probably won't, but like, what the heck? I don't really eat at Burger King. I don't know if y'all do, but I don't eat at Burger King because the one here by my house is kind of nasty, and like I don't never see no line over there no more. So I don't know. I remember, like, I missed the back in the day Burger King. Anybody that's older remembers Burger King. They used to sell that each individual burger would be in a little bag. I used to think that was the cutest thing growing up. We used to go there on Fridays. But this lady, she's freaking trash. Just pure trash for doing that. Let's see what else I got up here. Oh, this thing with Tupac. There was a guy walking around in California. People were saying he was Tupac. The man ain't look nothing like Tupac. But they raided this house that was allegedly connected to Tupac's murder. How long has it been now, y'all, since Tupac has been dead? Has it been like 25 years or so? It's been a long time. And somebody say in the comments, Tupac standing right across the street watching all this. I don't know. People are too this. I want them. Yeah, she was nasty. Hopefully they find out who killed Tupac, who killed Biggie, but this is a lot. It's a whole lot. Let me see what else I got up here for y'all. Oh, this right here, this rapper Lil J, who's locked up in jail, and he got some male inmate sitting on his lap, so they is eating him up. Here he is, right? Look at it. Bruh. I mean, I know they say what happens when you're inside, like you got to do whatever you got to do to get through, but bruh, it's on tape, bruh. Now that film has to come from the jail. Like that looks like jail. Is that jail footage? Like I'm looking here what they're saying. That looks like jail. Like he's denying it and whatnot, but is that jail footage or did somebody sneak a burner phone in there? Let me see. What's this?
They try to tarnish the face, man. As soon as y'all put dude up actually saying some gay shit, y'all was trying to put me on there. Look at that shit, man. Like, oh, y'all try anything. Face no bad, tattoos no bad, body no bad, skin tone. Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. Thank y'all, though. Thanks for taking relevant. Thanks for taking me to this stupid ass. Make it make sense, man. Y'all try to do anything to try to tarnish the face, man. As soon as y'all put dude up actually saying some gay shit, y'all was trying to put me on there. Look at that shit, man. Like, oh, y'all try anything. Face no bad, tattoos no bad, body no bad, skin tone. Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. Thank y'all, though. Thanks for taking relevant. Thanks for taking me to this stupid ass. Make it make sense, man. Y'all try to do anything to try to tarnish the face, man. As soon as y'all put...
But bruh, is that you? All right, what's the next story? This right here. Now she gonna go to a hitman website to try to kill her 3-year-old child. Why not give the child away to your family member You're gonna really now? If she's 18 and she wanted to have her 3-year-old killed, that means she had the child at 15. Like, gonna go on and this was a parody service. She's so freaking dumb. She thinks it's real. And Ellen, this was down in Florida, I believe. Yes, this was down once again, freaking Florida. Ellen, I'm sorry, but throw the whole freaking state in the trash. And what is wrong with her face? Looked like she might have had a stroke, so she ain't right. Something's not right. She looked like she had a stroke or something. Look at her face. Look at the symmetry of her face. And here's the website. Something's not right with her. So she's locked up. She's locked up. That's crazy to me. What are you saying, Ellen? Ellen was what? I can't. That's a. Oh, he said she might have elephantitis. She needs some help. She needs some help. Like, she's too young for that. There's so many people that would take, probably right in her family, that would take that child. That's crazy. Well, let's see what else I got. All right, so y'all know I don't want to play this. You know they got what you call it. So DC Young Fly, he's out. I think he's out in Vegas. Yeah, with this. So he got his own. I guess this is his own thing of wrapping papers to wrap up the weed. DC Young Fly is doing his thing. People are saying stuff about him. Listen, he had all this stuff in the work before Jackie O died. He still has to do his stuff to take care of his kids. I don't smoke weed or nothing like that, but shout out for him for doing what he does for generational work for his family and to take care of his 3 kids. So that's the weed. This is a look at it. Even though they got him looking real light skinned and they don't look like they done airbrushed the tattoos off his face. But that's what I love me some DC Young Fly. So shout out to him. Shout out to him. Do what you got to do, DC Young Fly. I love him. So shout out to him. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, this right here.
Who do you think you are?
No, if that was me, I swear to God.
My classroom? Stop. Do you hear me? Over here, running around my classroom, cussing at a girl trying to fight her. That's what your family does? The minute your family put their hands on women, your dad beats your mom?
Oh.
She started. No, she didn't. She was sitting next to me. She literally shut your mouth. How old are you? 11. 11? Say it again. I'm 11 years old. You are a child. Get the fuck down. Who do you think you are?
White lady. White lady. White lady. First of all, white lady, you would not be talking to my grandson like that. Let me tell you something. I don't care what my grandson did. Listen, my grandson has a chronic illness. So I had a PPT with, it's called an IEP now. PPT is an older thing. That's what they used to call it. I told them people, my son-in-law was right there with if something happens with my grandson, you call me. Because my grandson does not have a mother. You call me. And I told my grandson, something happens in that school, my grandson has a cell phone. You call me. He knows I work from home. I will go up there in my freaking nightgown to that school. She has no right to talk to that child like that or put her hands on that child like that. Now, what they said was that reportedly he punched the girl. I don't know what happened. that she said he was trying to fight her, whatever. He's 11 years old. He is 11. She has no right putting her hands on that, getting in his face and all that kind of stuff. I don't care. My grandson would call me. I would have went up to that school and said to her, the way you talk to him, talk to me like that in my face. I don't agree with that. Because if she felt that way, if she can't keep herself under control, how are the kids supposed to keep themselves under control? Because that's the thing. We cannot be on the same level as the children. If we feel the children are doing things wrong, we can't be the same as the children. Some people have to be, you have to be the adult. She should have sent him to the principal's office if she felt he was doing something wrong. She got a lot of freaking nerve. She got a lot of nerve. No. And people are saying stuff, no. The mother was horrified by what she saw. This happened back in February. My grandson, she's suspended with pay. My grandson, even my grandson that's in high school, he knows. You go in the bathroom or somewhere, you call me. All my grandkids know. Everybody know who Mima is. They know Mima don't play. I would be right at that school. Let me tell you, one of my grandsons, one of their good friends, the father took him to Africa. He took him to Africa like they were just going to Africa just to visit, and left him there because the boy was acting up in school. So my grandson was on the phone with him. He said, Mima, come get me, Mima. I said, no, I can't come get you. Your father wants you to stay there. Because they know Mima will go in the car and go pick somebody up in a minute. They know how I get down. Child, listen, my kids would tell you when they were little, no. I'll roll up in a minute. Y'all, this right here, crazy. Let's see what else I got. He was in Connecticut a couple years ago. My grandsons went to see him. They loved him. This fool, G. Herbo, pled guilty to wire fraud and lying to the Secret Service after being indicted by a federal grand jury up in Springfield, Massachusetts. I don't know if it's Springfield, Massachusetts or Springfield, Illinois. He was charged in federal court along with rap promoter Antonio Strong. They fleeced individuals and business owners for more than $150,000 after renting private jets, luxury yachts, an island in Jamaica, and buying pricey teacup puppies to raise his profile and advance his own career. Now you're going to federal freaking prison, possibly. They say he might get a lower sentence, but you're a black man, so who knows? He might be there with, what's the guy's name for Ready to Love? Blue. He might be meeting Blue in jail. Too much. Let's see what else I got. Look at this film. I don't want to play it, but look at the video, y'all. Look at it. You see the guy put something in her drink? You see that? We gotta watch out. Gotta watch out. And then he's still gonna try to dance like he didn't do nothing. Still gonna try to dance after he put something in her drink. I'm gonna let it play again so y'all see it. People are a mess. Look it. Watch his hand. Watch his hand right there. Watch his hand drop down. Put something in her drink. I said, women, you gotta watch out. Yes, to me, the joke. Greed is a powerful thing. Greed will make you do some stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me see if I got anything else. What else I got for y'all? Oh, this right here, Dwight Howard. So Dwight Howard said he's not gay. He likes to be freaky sometimes. Well, he slid into the DMs of a man that he met online. Let me see. Let's see here. So he says to this man, he put the purple devil. So you know when they put the purple devil, that means what's up? They're up to something devilish. He said, "What's up, sexy?" Or the guy put the devil. I'm mixed up. He said, "What's up, sexy?" The guy said, "Nothing, you." He said, "Whatever, just starting off my day, about to shower in a few." So then the guy did the looking eyes thing, and then he said, I got you, with the tongue out. "What have you planned today?" The guy says, "You in Atlanta? We play today." Oh, wait a minute. I'm confused. Anyway, I'm confusing y'all and then confuse myself. Anyway, that's the screenshots or whatever. But the guy goes over, he invites the guy to his house. The guy is there. There's a woman who's also there named Kitty. They get into a threesome thing. The guy wasn't really with it. Oh no, it was a man. Oh, I thought it was a woman. Child, listen, y'all, I wasn't reading the thing right. All right, let me read it to you. Okay, in the suit, Harper claims while he didn't want to participate in the threesome, he still arrived at Howard's home and engaged in consensual kissing in the bedroom. The two talked for about 40 minutes before Howard allegedly steered the conversation back to one of a sexual nature. Shortly afterwards, a man dressed as a woman named Kitty arrived, and Howard attempted to force Harper to participate in the threesome. It's alleged by Harper, when the sexual activity ensued, he physically and verbally told Howard no about not wanting to engage, but Howard became angry and forced him to participate. Harper states in the suit that Howard stood up over him, proceeding to grab Harper by the thighs and forcefully remove his underwear. It also appears that Howard held Mr. Harper down, performed non-consensual oral sex on Mr. Harper, and that Mr. Harper was in fear of imminent bodily harm when Mr. Howard had him pinned down. Dwight Howard. And Dwight Howard, y'all seen him as when he won like the dunk contest as Superman. Y'all. Y'all. I don't even know. Y'all, I don't even know what. I'm just gonna move on from that because I can't. Oh, okay, y'all. So that was it. Let's see. Now I'm just showing y'all my thing. But this, let me see. Y'all, let me find the thing about y'all seeing the stuff that I'm always looking at. Oh, I can't find. I'm just looking for the one last. I had saved it about what's his name. Maybe I didn't save it. I thought I saved it about Soldier Boy's girlfriend suing him. Y'all, these hot topics just took me out for today. Y'all, Damita Jo, yes, that's a lot. Because I thought it was a woman. But knowing now that was another man, and then you're going to just assault the man like that, allegedly, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, y'all, I'm just like, wow. So y'all, just so if anybody's interested, I had looked at it, but I was like, I'm not gonna go. BravoCon is gonna be in November. It's November 3rd through the 5th. The early tickets are out right now, and early tickets with the tickets are, I think, $550 plus the taxes and the fees. It comes to $677. I thought about going, and then I was adding it up, and I was like, if I go to BravoCon and I get a hotel, I figure a hotel is going to cost me at least $200 a night. BravoCon starts on the 3rd, so it means I would go out there on the 2nd and be there to the 6th. So that's 4 days in the Vegas. So the hotel would cost me $1,000. BravoCon for 3 days is going to cost me, I'll say, $700. So I say a hotel's $1,000, BravoCon's $700, so that would be $1,700. Then a round trip ticket to out to Vegas will cost me maybe, I don't know, I'll say $1,000 or something like that. I don't know, maybe less than that, maybe $700. Maybe less than that. So I would say for me to go to BravoCon for 3 days is going to cost me somewhere in the neighborhood of, I'll say, $2,500. And I started thinking, I'm like, I don't want to go to BravoCon that bad. For me, it's not worth it. If it was New York, I would go, because New York is just a train ride for me. So if any of y'all are interested in BravoCon and didn't get the email with the code for to get the $600 ticket, send me a message on Instagram or even on YouTube. You know, on YouTube, you can comment on my community post. I'll see it and send you the code. I'm not going. I'll just hear about. Yeah, I said the same thing. I mean, I love Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. I like the house, but I'm like, I don't want to see them enough to go out there. And it's going to be an extra whatever many thousands of people in Las Vegas. And even though it's a nice time of year to go, because I've been out there in October in Vegas and it's really nice out there, but I'm like, I don't like them that much. For me to go from Connecticut to New York is nothing on the train. It's now probably $40 on the train to go down there. But I'm like, nah, I'm like, no. And I don't know anybody that wants to go. You know what I mean? So, and I don't like to share rooms with people. You know, like my granddaughter is one thing, but I'll hear about it and see. Everybody will be posting, you know, the bloggers that do go and everything. I'm like, I'm not. And being in long lines and everything, no. And I have problems with my back, so I have to go out there and probably rent a scooter to sit on, because I can't stand in long line. But listen, for $2,500, you know what I could do on a trip for $2,500? I save my money, do something else with it. So with that, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much, y'all, for being with me this whole time. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done already. Remember, like I told y'all, Miss Damita Jo, she's still here in the comments. Let me see if I still have. Yep, there's her. I'm going to drop her link again. She will be going live. What time, Damita Jo? Is it going to be at 7:30 that you're going to go live again? You're going to go live at 7:30? Oh, thank you so much. She will be going live later on this evening. I think at y'all going at 7:30. At 7:30 Eastern time. So you got time now to go and have dinner, take your shower or bath if you want to do it. Give your husband a little bit if that's what you're gonna do, husband, wife, or whatever. Give them a little bit, get them out the way, get the kids in the bed. You know, do what you got to do, and to get settled down for her live. I'm just going to sit here at my computer and work on some content I was working on, and then be all ready for her live at 7:30. You know me, I ain't got nobody to give none to, so I'm going to go in there and get my dinner ready so I can be there for your live. So that's all I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have me some hot dogs for dinner. So y'all, thank you so much. And we are going to get out of here. So let me find my outro. So you guys, thank you once again. And I will see you guys over at Miss Damita Joe's live at 7:30.
Work, work, work. To me, I can work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. In the cafe, man, dirt, 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 dirt. Try me, I deserve it. Let the devil lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you not like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'ma leave a decoration. You mistaken with love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. You see me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me by that work, 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 work. Na, 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 na. When you walk out, na, 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 na. Before the table turn, 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 turn.